All right, good morning, Wildcat fans. We are live at the Farmers Union Insurance Center in balmy Fargo, North Dakota for our third matchup against Prior Lake. We played Prior Lake one other time this year, and it's starting off the same way right off the bat. They take it in and score. And that is not the start that we wanted, but see if we can get back on track here. All right, Oliver goes in for the draw. He's got Will and Rowan out there. Gets the draw, goes over to Will. Will brings it into the zone. He gets past one guy, takes a shot. Oh, and a nice save by the goalie. All right, Oliver back in on the draw. He gets it. He gets it back to Soren. Soren takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. All right, Prior Lake gets the draw. They bring it behind the net. Passes it up to the wing. He tries to get it to the middle. Will was there, but he missed on it. Colton brings it back. Regroups with Soren. Soren passes it up to Rowan, and Rowan chips it into the zone. Oliver goes in hard after it. Prior Lake gets it, dumps around the corner. Tried to get it over. Rowan wasn't able to get a stick on it, and Prior Lake has it. Bringing it into the zone. Will, good stick. Getting on his guy, gets him tied up. Shot goes wide. They dump it up to the blue line. Rowan races forward, gets loose. Oliver goes after it. He's got it. Still battling for it. Nice job by Rowan to step in there, but they're able to get it and get it out of the zone. They dump it up. Rowan's there. Dumps it back down. And no icing on that. Prior Lake bringing it in the zone. Good job there by Hank. Gets a stick on it. Gets the guy tied up. Shot right off Dixon's glove. Riley has it. She tries to dump it up to, I think, Joey. But Prior Lake has it again. Goes back in the defensive zone. Prior Lake regroup, and they dump it around the corner. Joey steps forward. He gets his guy tied up. Still battling for it. Hank's there. Chips it up a little bit, but Prior Lake has it. Hank gets it back, but then Prior Lake has it back again. They bring it up into the zone. He gets past one guy, makes a nice move. Makes another move, shoots, and he scores. All right, Jackson in on the draw with Otto and Will. Jackson gets it. He gets it back to Will. Will gets around one guy. Gets tied up amongst another one, but he gets it back into the zone. Brings it in. He loses it. Otto gets a shot, and he's saved by the goalie. All right, Prior Lake into the draw. They get it. They dump it back around the corner. Will races in on the corner. He gets it. He gets his guy, tries to tie his guy up, and he gets it back. He's bringing it into the zone. Eagan back checking. He tries to make a centering pass. Soren gets the stick on it. Colton gets it up. He passes it up to Will. Will, nice pass over to Otto. Otto can't get his handle on it, but if he hurries up, he might get it. But Prior Lake is there. All right, Prior Lake gets back onside. They're battling for it. They dump it back. That goes to Rowan. Rowan has it. He's all by himself, though. He's got 4 guys. Just needs to get that down in the corner. Tries to dump it back, but doesn't get enough on it. Prior Lake has it. They bring it into the zone. Makes one move. They get their sticks on, and they get all tied up. Grant's there. Grant has the puck. He tries to get it to Rowan. Rowan can't get a stick on it. Prior Lake has it. They jump it up to the offensive zone. Nice pass to the middle. Good job by Will, though, getting the stick on there. Puck goes loose. Gets it up to Grant. Grant has it. He gets it to Rowan. Rowan tries to get it over the middle to Will, but not far enough. Oliver races forward. He gets it. He brings it into the zone. He gets past one guy. He gets tied up and taken down. No call. And they pass it up out of the zone. Riley chips it back in to Rowan. Rowan brings it in. He gets to Will. Will has it. And Prior Lake has it back again. They bring it up out of the zone. They go to the boards. Will gets a stick on it, knocks it back. They're going to have to regroup. Puck gets deflected. Will gets it back. He gets past one guy. Trying to get past another guy. He gets taken down. Lou gets a stick on it. He takes it into the middle. He's looking for someone to pass to. No one's there. And Prior Lake gets it back again. They dump it up out of the zone. Goes to Riley. Riley's going to pass it over to Colton. Lou steps forward. Lou has it. Lou's going to bring it in the zone. He's by himself, but he gets it over to Hank. Hank tries to get around one guy. Joey has it. Joey shoots it up, and a save by the goalie. Elliot, what do you think?
Last game, the goalie was good as his glove, so shoot at his block aside, everybody said. So maybe do the same at this game.
All right. Good take there by Elliot. Jackson moves in on the draw. Prior Lake gets it, but Otto has it. He gets it right to Will. Will takes a big shot, and he scores. Nice low shot. Good passing by Eagan. Good shot by Will to close it out. And that makes it 2-1. Prior Lake, 6:32 left in the first. All right, Jackson in on the draw. He gets it, gets it back to Soren. Soren gets it up to Jackson. Jackson brings it into the zone. And Prior Lake knocks it out of the zone. Colton has it. He tries to get it over and regroup to Soren, but Soren can't get a stick on it. They bring it in. Shot, saved by Dixon. All right, Oliver in on the draw. He gets it, dumps it back to Riley. Riley gets tied up by her guy. She goes behind the net. She still has it. She chips it up, tries to get it up to Hank. Hank has it. He dumps it back behind, but he can't get it, and Grant steps in to tie his guy up. Good job by Grant there. Oliver goes in to help out. Puck still loose. Still battling for it. Prior Lake gets it, though. Oliver's there, staying on his guy. He's behind the net. They're looking for a centering pass. Not able to connect with anybody, though. Dumps it back to the D-man. Nice D-to-D pass there. He takes a shot, and it gets deflected. Rowan has it, tries to dump it out, but doesn't go far enough. And they just dump it back down to the corner. Riley's there. She has it. She ties her guy up. They dump it back around behind the net. And a good job by Grant. And Prior Lake loses control. It goes out of the zone, so they're going to have to regroup. Hank's staying on his guy hard. Prior Lake player falls down. He tries to dump it up forward. And Hank sweeps in and gets it. Oh. Tries to get it over to Grant, but almost passes it right to the Prior Lake player. Tries to dump it forward up to Oliver. Oliver gets a stick on it. The guy falls down. And shot saved by Dixon. Riley takes it in the corner, tries to dump it up, try to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Dumps it back in the corner. Prior Lake has it. They're looking for a center, trying to center it to somebody. And they get it again. Hank's got it. If he hurries up, he's going to be able to beat him. He slows down. Oh, big shot, just wide. Rowan goes in. Eagan going in for a line change. Prior Lake bringing it out. He trips over Will Skate. Soren's going to bring it in. Tries to get around one guy, unable to do so. Will gets his guy tied up. Pass to the D to regroup. Lou gets a stick on it. Will has it now. He's going to bring it into the zone. He's got 4 guys on him. Joey's going to the side. He tries to make a centering pass, but it gets deflected. Soren steps forward, keeps it in the zone. And he's going to get a trip. All right, Eagan goes on the penalty kill. We got Jackson, Otto, Riley, and Grant out there. Jackson on a draw. He gets it back to Otto. Otto tries to take it behind the net, loses control of it. Goes right to a Prior Lake player, and good save by Dixon. All right, Jackson wins the draw, gets it over to Grant in the corner. Prior Lake gets control of it, and they dump it back down into the bottom of the zone. Riley's battling hard with her guy in front of the net. Someone's got to cover him. Grant steps in. They lose control, and it goes out, so they're going to have to regroup. 41 seconds left on the penalty kill. Prior Lake brings it in. He makes a nifty move. Good save by Dixon. Riley doing a good job tying his guy up. And we got a Prior Lake player down. Not sure what happened. All right, so 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. All right, Prior Lake wins the draw. Shot on the net, goes kind of past through everybody. Prior Lake has it behind the net. They're looking to make another pass. They pass it up to the D-man. He dumps it right back down to the wing. He makes a move, get around Riley, takes a shot, misses. Oliver has it on the side. He's racing forward. Tries to chip it up to Rowan. He does get to him. Rowan brings it into the zone. Tries to get around one guy, but he gets a good stick by Prior Lake. Oliver sitting there battling in the boards, gets his guy tied up. Rowan steps in, but Prior Lake gets in. They come around. Penalty's over. Good job by Hank there, keeping the puck in the zone. Rowan has it. He dumps it back to Hank. Hank makes a move to get around. His guy takes a shot off the side of the net. Rowan has it. He's looking for a pass. He takes it up to Colton. Colton's there. Colton with a shot. Ooh, shot on the goalie, gets deflected, just not able to put it back in. Puck's loose. Egan's able to keep it in. Soren steps forward. He battles, they dump it down to the corner. Hank's racing in over after it. Prior Lake dumps it behind the net. Eagan going in for a line change. Soren steps forward. Eagan still, we still keep it in. Hank staying after his guy. They dump it around the corner. No one's there on the side. Lou steps forward. Try to pass it forward. And they bring it into the zone. And a good job by Colton. Gets a stick on it. Gets it up to Rowan. Rowan gets tied up. He tries to kick it over, but Lou has it. Lou brings it behind the net. He's looking for someone to move it up to. He gets it up to Rowan. Rowan tries to chip it over to Hank, but not able to connect on it. Good job on the back check there. And a good stick. Good job by Lou there. If he hurries, he's going to be all by himself. There's Joey. And Joey can't keep it. Puck goes to the corner. Joey has it. He's looking for someone to pass it to. They're still battling on the back of the net. Joey spins around. Tries to make a centering pass. He gets it over to Lou. Lou dumps it back to Grant. Grant's got a little bit of space. Goes forward. Shot. Saved by the goalie. All right. Jackson, Otto, and Will out there. Jackson on the draw. Jackson gets tied up. Prior Lake gets control over it. They dump it behind the net. Take it over the side. Jackson races forward, gets out of the zone, but Riley has it. She tries to chip it back forward. They bring it in. He makes a big toe drag. Shoots wide. Eagan, good stick by Otto. Otto's there. He's got a guy to beat. How's that not interference? But they're not going to call it. Otto still has it. Tries to get it over to Will. Will's battling for it. They're still battling for it. Puck's loose. Puck is still loose. So puck's loose behind the net, and there was a Prior Lake player down, and they blow the whistle in our offensive zone. So that's all right. Prior Lake with the draw. They get it behind. They dump it behind the net. Jackson races forward. He gets it. Gets his guy tied up. Tries to get around one guy. Will steps in. Puck still on the side. Grant tries to step in. Will gets it back. He tries to dump it back to Grant, but Grant's there. They get tied up. Falls down. Good stick by Otto. And that's the end of the period. All right, 2-1. We'll be back here shortly. All right, we're back. Got Rowan, Oliver, and Hank out there. Oliver wins the draw, but Prior Lake gets it back. D-to-D pass. Bring it up out of the zone. Colton does a good job getting his stick on it. Hank's has it. He's going to bring it into the zone. Tries to get around one guy. Gets driven into the boards. No call. Rowan's there. Collision by Oliver. Soren has it. He's looking for a centering pass, but loses control of the puck. Prior Lake has it. Makes a nice pass. But good job by Colton. Colton's got some space. He brings it in. Takes to the middle. They're looking for Hank. Just not able to connect. They try to dump it up, but Rowan's not able to keep it in the zone. And he just dumps it back in, but that's going to be offsides. So Will, Lou, and Joey. Prior Lake wins a draw, but Joey gets it. Gets past the red line. He's going to bring it into the zone. He still has it. Puck goes down in the middle. Joey still battling for it. He tries to get it up to Lou. Lou gets knocked down. Will's there. Puck's still loose. No one's in the goal. He finally gets it covered. All right, Lou on the draw. Prior Lake wins it. They dump it back behind their net. He has it. Bounces off Will's skate. Lou chips it in. Prior Lake still has it. They dump around the corner. Riley's there, though. She tries to dump it. She whiffs on it. But Will is able to recover. Will has it. He tries to get around one guy, battling with another one. And that's offsides. All right, Jackson moves in on the draw. He gets it, dumps it back over to Soren. Soren tries to chip it back up to Jackson. Puck still loose. Hank has it. Makes a nice little spin move. Makes another move. Oh, tries to make a great centering pass to Otto. Otto's just not able to get on there. Prior Lake on the attack here. They bring it into the zone. Shot saved by Dixon, and Soren's able to clear it out. Hank's got it. They hurry. They got 2-on-1. He gets it up to Otto, and they were offsides, but Otto has it. He takes a shot, goes wide, goes back to Jackson. He's got Hank in the middle. Tries to get it. Oh, Hank tries to deflect it, but gets knocked down. Otto steps in. Colton steps over, tries to keep it in, unable to do so. Good job by Soren, but Soren loses control of it. Jackson steps in. Dixon goes down. They need to get it. There you go. And they're bringing it back into the zone. Soren has it. He makes one nice move, takes it to the outside, tries to make a spin move. Gets taken down. Hank has it. He's by himself. He tries to jam it in. Still has it. Puck's loose. He gets tied up behind the net. Tries to make a centering pass. Gets it over to Rowan. Rowan tries to get it to Oliver, but he can't connect on it. Bring it up out of the zone. Riley has it. She dumps it back into the zone. Rowan's there. He gets knocked down. He tries to get it over to Oliver. Oliver has it. He brings it into the zone. We got a delayed penalty. He gets it to Will. Will gets by one guy. Gets it back to all. And they blow it. So good opportunity again for Eagan here on the power play. Oliver goes in on the draw. Gets it, tries to dump it back to Grant. Grant steps forward. He's not able to keep control of it, though. Puck still bouncing around, goes back down into the zone. Prior Lake dumps it out. Riley's there, though. She's got it. She dumps it up gets it out of the zone. No one's there, though. Will steps forward to try to get his guy up. Grant moves forward. Grant's got the puck. He's got Rowan there to the side, but Rowan can't keep a stick on it. Goes in the zone. Rowan staying after his guy. Goes over the middle. Will's there. He gets a stick on it. Rowan spins around and falls down. Will's still there. And he tries to take a big shot, but Riley deflects it. They bring it around the corner, tries to make a centering pass. I'm not sure how it went in, but it did. All right, so 3-1 Prior Lake, 7:53 left in the second period. Lewin on the draw. Puck's flying around everywhere. He just absolutely takes out Colton, but Joey has it. Passes it back to Colton. Colton tries to pass it forward. He gets it out of the zone. Prior Lake bringing it into the zone. He takes it wide. Tries to go top shelf on him, but goes way high. Joey steps in, gets it on the boards. Lou has it, tries to get it over to Hank, but they get it back over to Lou in the neutral zone, but Prior Lake gets it back. They're bringing it in. They're getting tied up, and it's offsides. All right, Jackson on the draw. He gets his guy tied up. He gets it up to Otto. Otto's bringing it forward. He tries to get it over to Will. Will can't connect on it, but he gets it back. He dumps it back to Grant. Grant tries to chip it back forward to Will. Will gets it back. He gets around one guy, brings it into the middle. He goes around the first guy. It's just a shot on goal. Is trying to get Jackson moving in, but goalie gets their first glove save. All right, Jackson in on the draw. Gets it, goes back into the corner. Prior Lake gets control over it. They dump it around the corner, but Riley's there. She's able to in. She chips it back down. They dump it back out again, but it goes out of the zone. Will has it. They need to hurry up. Get back on side. They do. Grant chips it over to the middle, tries to get it to Jackson. He loses control, but it goes over to Otto. Prior Lake has it. Tries to make a toe drag. Doesn't get around anybody. And it goes out of the zone, so they're going to have to regroup. D to D pass. Try to get it to the center. They do. And a good job by Grant tying them up. Puck goes over to the corner. Puck's still loose. Will's there. Rowan has it. He gets it to Will. Will's got two guys to beat. He gets around the first guy. Uses his speed. Shot. Oh, good save by the goalie. Puck goes over to the side. They're able to dump it out of the zone, but Riley has it. She gets it over to Oliver. Oliver dumps it back to Grant. Grant gets it back over to Oliver, but he can't keep a stick on it, but he gets it back. Brings it into the zone. Oh, had Hank. Hank takes a shot, just goes wide. All right, puck's loose, goes forward. Prior Lake gets back control over it. They bring it into the zone. He takes a shot wide. Grant has it. Gets tied up with one guy. It gets right to the middle. It's dangerous there. And two kids run into each other. They're going to... All right, Eagan gets the draw. They try to get it up out of the zone, but it goes to Prior Lake. Soren does a good job, or Joey does a good job tying his guy up. Prior Lake gets it. They bring it around the net. He gets around one guy. He's looking to make a centering pass. He was right there on the back door, but can't connect. Well,
good play, 17. Not good. Go, 4-on-4, go.
All right, so 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 30 seconds. Jackson, Colton, Will, and Soren out there. Jackson on the draw. He gets it. Gets it back to Colton. Colton takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. Jackson again on the draw. Puck gets tied up. Prior Lake gets it. They dump it around the corner. Soren races forward, keeps it in. He dumps it back down to the middle. Jackson races in. He gets it. Tries to make a centering pass. No one's there. Will's there, and he scores. Nice job by Eagan there. And the good news is I don't think that negates the penalty, so I think we'll still be on a power play.
Go, get another one. We need one more.
All right, Jackson in on the draw. Prior Lake gets it. They're bringing it into the zone. He's got Riley to beat. Takes a big shot way wide. Makes a nice shot. Goes off of Dixon. Riley has it. She tries to get it up to Hank, but just goes way too far. Hank's racing forward. He's going to beat it. No icing. Great job by Hank. Good hustle. He's got it the middle. Has Jackson wide open. Jackson shoots. Oh, but nobody's there for the deflection. Prior Lake has it. They dump it forward. Riley's racing after it. And they wave that one off, too. Riley gets his guy tied up. Great job by Riley. She dumps it over to Otto. Otto tries to get it over to Hank. Ooh, that was dangerous. Right coming out of the boards. And he shoots wide. Puck's loose. Will's all by himself. He's got to hurry. Takes a big shot. Gets deflected. Lose there. Falls down. Wrap it around the corner. Grant steps forward. Will goes back to cover for him. Grant still has the puck in the corner. He's looking for a centering pass. And again, nobody's there. You got to get those guys in front of the net. Soren's with this guy. He chips it back down. Puck's loose. They try to chip it around to the edge. Soren steps forward, gets it back into the zone, goes down into the corner. They chip to the other side. Will races over. He gets his guy tied up. Puck still tied up. Colton goes in to assist. And Colton gets it. He passes it back to Soren. Soren moves forward, takes a big shot, and saved by the goalie. Lou steps over to the side, dumps it over, goes behind the net. Joey races in, pins his guy, but Prior Lake gets the puck. He makes one move. Good stick there by Soren, but Prior Lake still gets it back. Ooh, Eagan's got to be careful there. We're able to get it out of the zone. That would have been offsides. Shoot, deflects by Colton. Colton just dumps it over into the corner. Tries to make a backside pass. They're not ready for it. Good pass up there to Hank. Hank's got one guy to beat. Gets past him. Oh, good blocker save. Deflection, but again, nobody's there for the deflection. Rowan gets the puck back. He's looking for someone to pass to in the middle. Tries to snake it around, and Rowan scores. Eagan ties it up. 1:26 left in the second period. 3-3. Good job by Rowan there. Didn't give it up and just keeps smacking it until it goes in. All right, all tied up. Oliver gets the draw. He knocks it over to Rowan. Rowan tries to chip it over to Hank, and that's going to be offsides. All right, Jackson goes in on the draw. He gets it. He gets it up to Will. Will brings it in the zone, but it gets chipped out. Grant has it. We're going to regroup. Oh, Grant tries to go around, but loses the puck. Goes down in behind the net. Riley races in. Will's there battling for it. He gets the puck back, and he's bringing it into the zone. Oh, he's got one guy to beat. Otto's got to hurry. He takes a shot. Oh, saved by the goalie. All right, Jackson on the draw. Passes it up. He moves it forward. They try to get it up out of the zone. They do. He takes a shot. Shot right on Dixon. Dixon makes the save. All right, Jackson moves in on the draw. Gets it tied up. Will gets it. Puck's still loose, flopping around. Otto tries to knock it out of the zone, but Prior Lake just dumps it behind the net. Soren races forward. He gets it. Looking for a pass. Tries to get it to Otto. His guy falls down. Otto's got it. He tries to get it over to Will. Will's there, battling with his guy. Still battling. Gets a stick on it, but Prior Lake gets it back. 17 seconds left in the third. They try to chip it up out of the zone. Nice pass, but he can't get a hold of it. Colton moves forward. He has it. He just dumps it forward. It's going to go out of the zone, and that's going to be the end of the period. So, after two, all tied up, 3-3. Prior Lake came in hot, got a couple goals real quick, and Eagan's bounced back. So, we will be back here shortly. All right, beginning of the third period, all tied up. Lou, Hank, and Joey. Soren and Colton as the D pair. Lou goes in for the draw. Puck's loose. Prior Lake gets control of it. Prior Lake dumps it back to the D, but Hank's there, staying hard on his guy. Good forecheck there by Hank. Try to get it up out of the zone. Not able to do so. Soren has it. He takes a shot. Oh, dangerous shot there. He backs it off. He's got a breakaway. And he shoots and he scores. All right, Oliver gets the draw. He gets it back to Riley. Riley tries to pass to Grant, but he's not ready for it. Grant's there. He's got the puck. He's trying to get it up to Will. He does. Will's moving forward, passes it over to Rowan. Rowan's bringing it into the zone. He tries to get it back to Will. Gets a nice pass. Will shoots. Oh, off the goalie. Good save. Goes behind the net. They dump it up to Riley. Riley has it. She takes it back down in the corner. Rowan falls. Will gets his guy, gets his stick on it, ties his guy up. He gets knocked down. Oliver gets checked into the boards. He falls. And they dump it behind it. It deflects off the player. Big shot. Easy glove save. Jackson in on the draw. Eagan gets control of it. Big shot, save on the goalie. Good save by Dixon. All right, Jackson with the draw. Grant gets tied up, gets a stick tied up. He gets it up to the blue line. They just dump it back down into the corner. They're looking for a centering pass. Good job by Grant there to get his guy tied up. And Jackson races in, and he's going to go in the box. All right, Lou steps in for the draw. He's got Soren, Colton, and Otto out there. Take a shot. Save. Puck's loose. Good job by Colton just to get it out of the zone, but it's going to be icing. All right, Lou steps in. Falls down, puck's still loose, and Colton has it. Colton's bringing it up out of the zone, just dumps it down, burns some time. Good play by Colton. Otto rushes in. They have it. They try to get it out of the zone. Goes wide, gets tipped, so it won't be icing. Soren has it behind the net. Tries to get it to Otto, get it out of the zone, but Lou has it. Lou chips it forward. Still bound for it, goes to the blue line. Big shot, and he scores. Just don't think Nate was ready for that one. All right, 9:46 left, 5-3 Prior Lake. Jackson moves on the draw. Joey gets it. Joey tries to get it to Grant. Grant whiffs on it. Tries to chip it up to William. Jackson gets a stick on it. He moves it up. Try to bring it forward again. Still gets tied up. Will's there. He's got a stick on it. Kicks it over. Jackson has it. He brings it into the zone. Takes a shot. Oh, glove save. Joey whiffs on the deflection. Grant has it. He tries to get it up to Will. Will can't get a stick on it. Grant gets it over to Jackson. Jackson gets it into the zone. He falls, but he gets it to Will. Will has it. He brings it around to the middle. Goes behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Gets it over to Riley. Riley can't get her stick on it, though. A little wide pass by Will, though. She tries to dump it back, but it gets deflected. Bringing it back forward, takes a shot, and it's wide. Goes there. He tries to make a centering pass. Grant does a good job getting a stick on it, and Oliver has it. Oliver brings it around. He's got Will. Will has it. Will's got two guys to beat, though. He brings it to the outside around, gets around the other, takes a big shot. Saved by the goalie. No one's there for the deflection. And Prior Lake brings it back into the zone. Good job by Colton there to get his stick on it. Boy, he's still battling for it. And I'm not really sure what that penalty was, but Colton's going in for, I guess, a hook. Egan's got to stay out of the box. Prior Lake gets the draw, passes it back to the D-man. He takes a shot, gets deflected. Oliver's there. Oliver tries to chip it up out of the zone. Prior Lake gets it back, passes it over to the side. He's looking, gets his guy right up at the point, takes a big shot, and he scores. So for the most part, this has been a one-man show for Prior Lake. 16 has 5 of their goals. That makes it 6-3. All right, we're back. 7:58 in the third. Prior Lake wins the draw. They bring it back into their zone. Will gets a stick on it. He gets his guy tied up. He's still there. He gets it. He brings it into the zone. He gets around his first guy. Tries to get around another guy. He still's got the puck. He's looking for a center pass. Just dumps it on the goalie. Gets it over to Otto. Otto's battling. He gets driven down, and then the goalie covers. All right, Jackson moves in for the draw. Gets it tied up. Prior Lake gets it, brings it behind the net. They dump it around to the corner. Try to get it up out of the zone. Soren steps forward. He takes a shot. Gets deflected. They bring it back down. Try to bring it out again. Soren's there. Chips it forward. And they're on the attack again. Gets around one guy. Shot right off of Dixon's helmet. Puck still there. Puck goes behind the net. Colton goes after it. He gets it up to Will. Will has it. 2 guys to beat. He gets around the first guy. Makes a nice move. Oh, tries to go around the goalie with a backhand, but he's unable to do so. And Egan's going back in the box again.
Take them both.
So Otto gets a check, so they're taking him to the box. Prior Lake player rushes in and hits him, and there's no retaliation. All right, Eagan gets control over the puck. Joey's bringing it up out of the zone. He needs to get it and dump it. Does a great job of that. Goes down back behind the net. Lou's racing forward. Got one guy on it. Prior Lake has it. Tries to move it up. And they just dump it up out of the zone. So Egan's going to have it. They still got to hurry up, though. Grant has it. He's looking for someone to pass to, but nobody's there. They take a shot. Puck's still loose. Riley gets it. She goes behind the net. She's going to try to chip it up out, but not enough on there. Goes to the blue line. Shot. Goes wide. Shot up at the blue line. Deflection by Dixon there. Lou has it. He gets it up to Joey. Joey's able to just get it up out of the zone. And they're going to call icing on that. All right, Rowan gets the puck off the draw. They bring it in. Otto's out of the box. We're back at full strength. He gets tied up. No call. Colton has it. Skates around one way, stops, tries to shoot it, deflects off the Prior Lake defender. Colton gets it back. Gets it up to Oliver. Oliver tries to get it out of the zone. He does. Rowan races forward, and Hank has it. Hank's got one guy. He gets around. He's got Oliver in the middle. Oliver gets knocked down. Hank still has the puck. He tries to get it to Oliver again. Oliver's got to get up, and they cover it. All right, Eagan pulled the goalie here. Jackson on the draw, gets it back to Will. Will has it, loses control. And he shoots. And he scores. I'm not sure what the Eagan defenders were thinking there. They got to stop them. Got to get after the puck on that. So that makes it 7-3. All right, Eagan gets the draw. Grant has it. He gets it up to Will. Will brings it into the zone. Gets around one guy, gets tied up, takes a big shot, goes high. Goes back to the blue line. Grant tries to keep it in. He's unable to do so. He's racing forward. Good job by Riley to get her body on it. He dumps it around. And they get their guy tied up. Grant's tying his guy up on the boards. They're still fighting for it. Still tied up. Puck's loose. Everybody's on the ice. Jackson gets it. Jackson passes it up to Will. Will chips it over to Otto. Otto tries to get it back over to Will. But Prior Lake has it, and they are able to get it out of the zone. Blue races forward. Will's got to get back on side there. All right, Eagan wins the draw. I'm not sure. Joey has it. He gets it up to Lou. Lou brings it into the zone. Makes a nice little spin move. Tries to get it around to somebody. Soren steps forward. He tries to dump it back down, but it deflects off a Prior Lake player. Lou does a good job checking in. He gets it back to Colton. Colton gets it up to Hank. Hank passes it over to Lou. Lou brings it in. Takes it to the outside. Shoots just high. Prior Lake's there. Hank's getting his guy tied up, but Prior Lake gets back control of it. They bring it into the neutral zone. Hank's still there. Good stick by Hank. They pass it back to the blue line. He takes a big shot. Ooh, saved by Dixon. Luckily, deflects off, but he's able to cover. 3:31 left in the third period. Prior Lake up 7-3. All right. Eagan gets it. Will has it. He's got his guys skating backwards. He gets around one guy, tries to make a move around another, makes a spin move, takes a big shot, but Rowan got knocked down. Prior Lake has it. They're bringing it in. Makes one move, gets deflected. Nice centering pass, but he wasn't able to hang on to it. Grant goes in, gets it up to Riley. Riley gets it over to Will. Will has it. Will gets around one guy. He's going to try to go in for a backhand. It deflects off the goalie, but they're not able to do it. Oliver's there. He tries to chip it up. And he gets it over to Grant. Grant chips it up to Hank. Hank's moving forward. He brings it into the zone. He's got one guy to beat. He brings it around. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Jackson on the draw. Prior Lake gets it, goes into the zone. Hank gets his guy tied up, still battling. Jackson goes in for the assist. Hank gets it back. He's looking for a centering pass, takes a big shot backhand. Good save by the goalie. All right, the puck's loose, goes back to Colton. Colton takes a shot wide behind the net. Jackson's there. He gets it back. Still battling for it. He's got it there. He's looking for someone to center it to. Tries to get it over to Hank. Hank gets knocked down, goes back to Colton. Colton dumps it back down behind the net. Otto's there. Otto's looking for Hank for a centering pass. Too many guys there. Gets tied up. Another nice pass back to Colton. Colton dumps it back to Otto. Otto dumps it back to Colton. And he dumps it back to Otto. Otto tries to get it over to Soren, but not enough on it. And that's going to go out of the zone. That'll be offsides. All right, Prior Lake has the puck. They bring it up, centering pass. He brings it into the zone. Good stick by Soren. Lou has it. Lou's bringing it forward. He passes it up to Joey. Joey takes it wide. He's looking for Lou in the middle. Goes around one guy, tries to just dump it in, unable to do so. Good block or save by the goalie, or leg pad save. And here comes Prior Lake again. He takes a shot. Easy save for Dixon. So 1:14 left in the third. Eagan down by 4. All right, Eagan on the draw. Riley has it. She tries it, and that's going to be a trip. So Eagan will at least finish this up on a power play. Hopefully we can at least get one more in. Oliver in on the draw. He gets over to Hank. Hank tries to get a shot off, but he gets taken down. Puck goes over into the corner. Prior Lake has it. They dump it back. Riley's got it. She dumps it over to Grant. Grant gets it up to Rowan. Rowan has it. He brings it into the zone. Tries to get it over to Oliver in the middle, but it gets deflected. Puck goes back. Riley has it. She dumps it back down to Hank. Hank has it. He tries to make a pass again. Gets deflected, but it gets to Rowan. Rowan has it. Passes to Hank. Nice pass over to Riley. Riley takes a shot, and easy save for the goalie. All right, Jackson on the draw. Prior Lake gets it. Him and Will are stepping forward. Jackson has it. He's got Otto there in the middle. Nice pass over to Riley, but Riley can't keep her stick on it. She has it. She brings it in, takes a big shot. Goes behind the net. Will has it. Great pass to Jackson, but Jackson just couldn't get his stick on it. Otto's there. Puck still loose. Puck goes behind the net. Otto's still on it. But Prior Lake gets it, and that's going to be the end of the game. All right, another tough loss for Eagan. 7-3 Prior Lake. Like the last time we played him, it was pretty much a one-man show for Prior Lake. Number 16 had 5 goals. So 5 goals from number 16, an empty netter, and then somebody else got one in too. But we'll be back. I think we play again this afternoon around 2:45, I believe. I'm not sure who we're playing, but we'll see you here in a bit.